Hello, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Today is Monday. December the 16th. Changing my date here. Give me a second here. This morning I want to talk about past trauma with the divine ones. Okay. There is a lot of trauma around some of us. What we've been through, what we're going through, what we have gone through. And a lot of times when things happen to us when we're younger, when someone has did things to us that they know it was wrong, and eventually as we grow older, we know that that part is wrong as well. Sometimes, it's the fear of saying things, the fear of what would happen, the fear of other people knowing about it. And my thing is, let them know. Let them know about it. We cannot no longer keep these people feeling like that they haven't done shit wrong. People who have done things to us. I'm saying this because, I am a survivor. I always like to use that word survivor. I am a survivor of a lot of things that wasn't right. And in my heart, I already knew that the Spirit will take care of these people. But sometimes you have to open your mouth and say something. If you haven't been saying anything to anyone else, say something to that accuser. They may act like they don't know what you're talking about. They may act like you crazy. They may act like a lot of fucking things. But what they gonna know is that they were wrong for what they did. And then you telling them, because that's the shock to the accuser. The shock is you telling them what they did, because they thought what they did to you, they did it to you and you was gonna forget. I don't know what's up with accusers who do things like this to people, with, making you feel uncomfortable about who you are, lowering your self-esteem, taking your whatever hood, woman, manhood away from you, things like that. And they walk around like nothing ever happens. One thing that allows them to walk around like nothing has happened is you, the survivor. You survive, but you survive and ain't saying nothing. You telling the mama, you telling the daddy, you telling this, you telling that. Hey, tell their ass. And then tell everybody else. So I'm going to tell somebody, or I know what you did to me. You probably forgot, but I haven't forgot any of that. Nothing. None of what you think I can't remember. I do remember it. That's why that person is able to live their life and be happy and free of all things because of you. Your energy is allowing them to be free on things they did to you. But when you confront that accuser, I'm telling you, they will act like they don't know, but baby, you done put something inside of them. They won't be able to sleep. They won't be able to do a lot of things because all they're going to be thinking about is you, their so-called victim at the time is not a victim anymore. They're showing them that they are a survivor. That's why you're able to tell your accuser something. And that accuser will not be able to survive the information from their victim. I'm trying to tell you, speak up and say something to that person. We walk around here with family members who have done us in growing up. And we just be like, yeah, the Spirit of God gonna take care of them. Yeah, the Spirit of God will. But you can take care of some things on your own as well. Some people say, I just remove myself away from that side of the family. But you still gonna deal with what was there. It ain't gonna never be forgotten. It's still gonna be there. And you're gonna keep running into that person at the grocery store, at the whatever store, at the this place. And then what? It's gonna be like, ain't got nothing to say. You should have a lot to say. Because they had a lot that they did, right? I'm just here to give a message here to the collective about this energy. I feel like that somebody is around someone who has done them in, and they have to continuously be around them, and they feel like they have to be, and you don't have to be. You really don't. You don't have to deal with watching a person every day who hurt you or did something to you, and you got to sit around them and watch their life be so great. No. And you dealing with all this trauma, you know what I'm saying? No. That's our problem now as of colored people. We let too much shit go. When we need to handle that shit and then let that shit go. Handle the let go. Because you handling it and you letting it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. We put our own self in a lot of emotional ups and downs because of that. Start speaking out about and to these accusers. Spirit, come through. I'm telling you. Because if you don't, you will live with that for every time you see that, for every time, like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, say something. I feel like somebody ain't saying anything here. Somebody just shut quiet here. Birth of light. You know, it's a lot of things that you need to present. It's a lot of things that you need to present to these people. What I say to your accusers. It's a lot here, man. You need to present this shit. And you can see the results of how you presented it to your accuser eventually. They will stay away from you. Even if they come around, they know they're going to stay away because they don't want to see you. They feel like they're going to hear it again and again. And hell, they need to until they take accountability for their fucking actions. The mother of water is out here. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of love in your heart, and that's how it's supposed to have been. You're supposed to have a lot of love growing up around you instead of loving you like they supposed to. They was loving you in a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? It's like people present that love to you like they love you, but when something happened to you or you said something, it seemed like that it was gone out the wind or gone out the door or something. Father of water out here, right next to it. You know what I'm saying? You had a mother or a father, you know what I'm saying, could have been a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy of your parents or the people that was over you here. You had one that will ride for you and what you said, but at the same time, go along with what the other person had to say. And this is not fair. So since you couldn't say anything because they didn't, now you can, right? Stream of love, the three of waters out here, the three of cups. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of water energy out here. It's almost like whoever you are, you feel like all three of you, your mom, your father, and you feel like it should have been so much love there as when you presented something to them or showed it to them, they should have accepted and you guys could have went a little further. But it seemed like somebody didn't accept it. One of your parents didn't accept it. Or one of your parents was doing it. The two of waters is out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like your family. Look at that, two of cups. It's a lot of water out here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It's like you was more connected to one of the parents than the other one here. But you wanted all of you guys to connect about what you presented to them, about what you said to them, about what somebody did in the family to you. It's almost like your mom the woman could have somehow was protecting you. And it's like maybe the father was just like But y'all was connected here. It's like you felt like all of y'all should have been connected, not just one. I'm smelling pine cones, and I know I ain't got no pine cones in my home. Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. The screen, the 9 of Wands, the nine of swords. You know, it's almost like you felt like what you were saying, or you felt like what you said to that person that you was connected to. You felt like they felt like you was making up a story, or you was just wanting to be. You just wanted that attention. And I think it was that father. It's like whoever this is, your father was just like, they just need to sit down. They just want some attention. They just want some attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They feel like you just wanted some attention. You were seeking attention. When you was not seeking attention, you were seeking the truth. You were seeking some help. You were seeking a lot for them to do this shit. And this shit still bothering you. Whoever you are a grown individual here. But that part still bothers you. It seemed like that you was just crowded in this own little space of yours with this own story of yours that no one believed you. Like it was just your story. And you kept it to yourself. The flame of spirits here, the 4 of fire. You know what I'm saying? You got the 4, it's almost like the 4 wands out here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like with the 8 of water here, the 8 of cups. It's almost like you had to remove yourself here. And you couldn't even see the picture of how your life would be by yourself, away from people who didn't believe you, away from people who wasn't listening to you here. But one of your parents was connected to you and understood you and was listening to you here. But eventually that parent felt like it was just a story because of the other parent making them believe that it was. To this day, everybody think that whatever you said was a lie. The 5 of Pentacles is out here. They feel like you was going to help them. It's almost like your story of what you were saying would have caused them to lose financially, or lose with the church, or lose with the congregation that they was in. This is like a church thing. And it's almost like it could have been the church deacon or the church pastor or the church lady. Hey, it could be, you could be a masculine with a feminine with a masculine. That did this to you. But it was something with the church. And they felt like if you came out of it, would crash the whole I mean, baby, you should have crashed it. And you still can, because it seemed like that church is still available. But the different people who are in different positions now are in those positions, and that person probably just goes to the church now instead of being in that higher position that they was in at first. The death card is at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like you don't have to see this person out in front of everybody. It could have been the pastor, but it could have been somebody who just spoke a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't believe how they sat and spoke on the word of God, but at the same time, they was doing these things behind closed doors to you, and your parents wouldn't even do anything about it. It's almost like I said, one of your parents really was thinking about it or really wanted to, but the other parent got them not to. It's like you just had to live your life in that church or live your life around these people and grow up and just deal with it. Put it in the back of your head somewhere, but you still got to see your accuser. Spirit, come through. It's an ending to that person. I feel like you getting the courage to get up and speak your testimony that involves this person in front of the church. That's what I'm seeing. Or in front of your family. The 8 of Waters came back out here. Remember, it was at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, you love what you're doing. You love, the word of God. I guess, if you are a person who go to church, you love that part of you and you love doing it. But at the same time, you ready to get up and say and tell your testimony, because no one is aware of this energy. No one is aware of that person. And not only have that person done it to you, they've done it several times to other people who are consistently going to their church. The way you dress, the way you are emotional, with your sexuality has a lot to do with that person. Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. The seven of earth is here. The guard. It's almost like you almost like gave up on yourself, gave up on the possibility of having something in your life because of this. But you starting to put your stuff in order, your finances in order. You starting to put your life in order. You starting to grow things around you. You starting to understand that things around you are meant to blossom here. And you are as well. And that's why you ready to say something. You already been saying something. Nobody ain't believe you. But now since you grown, you feel like you can go forward with it. The brother of fire is out here. You know what I'm saying? You going forward with this plan no matter what. You building yourself up to go along with this plan. The Temperance. Yes. What I say, you blossoming right now. Everything is blossoming around you. You know what I'm saying? The flowers are. Your life is. Your growth is. Your internal self is. You got a balance right now. And that's why you feel like you need to go ahead and do it. No matter what somebody say, you're going to get it done. Anything else, Spirit? The Fool card out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand how it's going to be. You don't understand what it's going to do. But one thing you know it's going to do is free yourself, right? You got the balance, the Temperance, and the Fool card next to each other. You know that it's going to free yourself, right? It don't matter who else believe, whatever. But long as you said it. That's the main part about this. Long as you say it to the people and to your accuser. That's what matters. That's what matters. That's what brings the the results. That's what brings the karma to somebody who does things like this, because you not saying anything is just allowing this person to just keep having this control over you when you around them and things like that. The Ten of Fires out here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the Ten of Wands. It's like you tired. You exhausted. You exhausted. Every time you planning things in your life, you think about what happened to you. You get with a loved one, they do a certain thing, you think about what happened to you. You ready to get this over with, and you got a balance right now, though. That's how you used to think. The brother of water is out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like you are releasing so much here. Scorpio energy. Water energy here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. Toughly on the board. Yes. And it's almost like releasing this type of Gemini energy here. Could be a Libra type energy who done this to you. But you are releasing this. You are getting rid of all that bull crap. You are finding yourself as a whole. You are releasing a lot. You're working on your chakras. Like I said, that Temperance is out here as well. You are doing it here, honey. Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. One of Fire, Force. It's almost like the Ace of Wands. Look at that. It's almost like you are breaking out with this plan, and it's going to work out just like you expected to. Because as soon as you say something, somebody else in that church going to repeat, going to say something else too. And somebody else going to say something else. And eventually that person going to be getting exactly what they deserve. Old or not, they shouldn't have been doing it. Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. Some people be like, oh, it's been so many long years and all this and that, but I never did this and that. Look at that Five of Wands out here with the One of Fire, the struggle. It's been a battle for you. It's been a battle for you. It's been a lot of conflict with you, with that problem happening to you as you get older. As old as you are, it's still bothering you. You're ready to get rid of this conflict. You ready to take a plan to knock the rest of that shit away from you, right? The Eight of Earth, the Eight of Pentacles. You ready to get rid of this shit so you can get to work on building in your life. Putting things in order in your life. Being over the things that you have manifested in your life instead of those things being controlled over you. You got a problem with other things being in control over you, but you not being in control of you. And this is gonna help you when you say something. This is gonna help you when you speak up. Tell your testimony in that damn church and watch what happens. The strength card is here, baby. You need a lot of energy of the spirit around you, protecting you, covering you as you do this. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you already putting things in order. You know what I'm saying? It's here twice. You know what I'm saying? But on here, that's the order form. It's in reverse here. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like turning things around and starting new. That's what's gonna happen to you when you say something. The Mother of Earth is out here. That's what's gonna happen when you say something. You're going to form a way of living and gaining things in your life spiritually. You're going to be wrapped in the arms of the spirit when you get ready to say this. Luck is on your side. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about none. Divine One. Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. The great work. The Ten of Earth. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like working on your chakras from the bottom to the top. I'm telling you, you get ready to say this. You finna find clarity. The Six of Wands is out here. Like the Six of Swords. You're going to find clarity. You're going to be able to walk away from this, knowing that you took action the way that you're supposed to take with the church. You see these crosses out here? This is somebody with the church. You're going to get clarity here. You're going to get clarity here. You got the Five of Swords out here. You're going to win this battle. Okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest. The Eight of Fires out here. The lightning path. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to happen quickly. It's like that. It's almost like the Eight of Wands. Things going to be put in order, and as fast as you make a move to say something, as fast as things is going to take a toll on it. It says the Lovers. Then you'll be able to love then. You got a problem with love at this time. Whoever this is, Seven of Wands, many tongues. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of deceiving going on. When you speak your truth, you're going to see what I say. You're going to see a lot of people come forward about what that person did to them. It's almost like Aquarius energy. Like I said, air energy. Somebody could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy that did this to you. And a whole bunch of other people. You could be a water sign here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Let me pull a couple of my oracle card on this energy on the board. Baby, you finna step up and say something. Don't keep quiet on that shit. Because you hurting yourself. That's, like I said, that's what's wrong with us, the people of color. Like, we don't say shit. We try to, we be scared to, and when we say something, the person never believe us. So we be like, why did I have to say something in the first beginning? They don't believe me any fucking way. You know who needs to hear it next? That fucking accuser. You think they gonna do something to you? What they gonna do to you? Tell them. If it's gonna kill you, at least they know they gonna die with you telling them. They gonna have to live with what you said to them for the rest of their life. That's gonna eat their ass up. It got nosy here. That person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, that person is very nosy towards you. They watch what you're doing. They watch your social media page. They watch a lot of things to see if you're gonna say something about it. Spirit, come through. They look unbothered by bullshit. They nosy, but they feeling like they unbothered by the shit. And they feel like the people around them is going to be unbothered by that shit that you bring into. But somebody going to be bothered by it. That's what the Spirit said. Spirit, come through. Birds is very significant. You could have been seeing a lot of birds around you. Archangel Michael is protecting you, baby, through this. Like I told you, you got angels around you protecting you through this. And Archangel Michael is definitely one of them. Protecting the mess out of you through this, protecting you like ain't no other. Came from nothing to something amazing, and you did. They thought you wasn't gonna be nothing because of what was doing to you, or that person thought you would never manifest to be nothing, but you are somebody, and you ready to be more of somebody by getting out this truth thing that you've been holding in about what this person has done to you. And several other people, they done this shit too. What else, Spirit? Abundance. You got an abundance of love around you. And I feel like you made your own family. Whoever this is, you made your own damn family. Yep. You made your own family here. Whoever you are, you did that. It said stop it. Yeah, you're going to have to stop it. Because like I said, that person hasn't stopped. They still doing this shit over and over again. You finna stop this shit. Stay strong, Spirit said. Okay? You got this. You can do it. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Don't think somebody gonna be like, oh, they just want to mess up the service, or they just want to mess it up, because they mess you up. And not only you, other people. Archangel Seraphim, clear your chakras. What I say, you've been clearing out your chakras. You've been balancing yourself out, right? Getting ready for this shit. They got Capricorn energy on the board. You know, Spirit, come through. It could be that person who gonna say that Capricorn energy. Oh, they just want to say something like this and announce drama. Look at that. They think you announcing drama. Whoever this Capricorn energy is that's at your church or around you, or could be your auntie or somebody. Oh, you always trying to get some drama started, but you don't, because you don't be around nobody, right? You got to remember this, Divine One. Whoever that person is, love green. They could wear green to church all the time, or wear green to the family functions all the time. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. Patience. Just have patience. Look. Have patience. Because judgment time is coming. Like I said, take what I'm saying. Take heed to what I'm saying, Divine Ones. If you got somebody in your family, that, or you got somebody around your family that did this to you, but your mom and your father didn't believe you, but one of them did, but the other one got them to say you was just saying something, you was just making up a story, or whatever the case is. Now you got older, you done made you done fix your energy to the point where you're able to work and make things and build something in your life, and you proud of what you build in your life, even after somebody did you the way that they did. You are a survivor, not a victim. But they about to be a victim with your testimony that's in front of everybody. Because there's some people who listen. It's some people who they did it to that somebody else ain't listening to them. And when you speak up, they gonna speak up. And that person ain't gonna be able, oh, why y'all? Now, why is it all of them just gonna lie on that person, right? You need a whole bunch of other people with you. And I feel like you speaking up and saying something is gonna bring out them other people. It ain't just no girls neither. It's boys too. Take what resonates and leave the rest, baby. I'm just a messenger, delivering to the collective, honey. And I pray and hope that this message find who it needs to. Okay? Have a good day. Bye-bye.